And Mr. Richard would like to come up and share with us some information on our behavioral bingo extended stuff. And then after that, Jim's going to come up and share our prayer. Thanks, Richard.
Okay, so every Sunday we talk about behavioral bingo and emphasizing the enduring principles alive in our world, within ourselves, and also in our world around us. So I wanted to give kind of a different update on this, which is at Reunion 2, which concluded on the 4th of July this year. I tried something new and different as a director using the behavioral bingo cards. And I took a risk and I wanted to see how it would work. And I wanted to share with you about it because it was really, really cool. So let me give you a little bit of perspective on how we use the behavioral bingo cards at Reunion. At Reunion 2, for a number of years now, we have broken the Reunion body, meaning distributed everybody amongst 4 teams for the week. And the teams are joy, hope, love, and peace. And then we have what I'm going to call competition. And it's that we garner points throughout the week by over the years, it was always that somebody would see somebody do something good and they would report it to the director. And as directors, we would write it down and keep track. And then we would award points to the teams of the individuals that were reported as having done something good. And you couldn't report on your own team. You could only report on people from other teams. And at the competition meant that at the end of the week, you got your ice cream first at the ice cream social. I mean, it was, a nothing award. But anyway, I decided this year to take a risk and change the way that we captured points, and we played behavioral bingo all week. And so everybody every day had a behavioral bingo card, but unlike ours, it was only one-sided. It was the gratitude side, because it was you were observing the actions around you that brought the enduring principles to life. And you could see them in your world around you. And so everybody had their gratitude side. I saw this enduring principle in action today, and I got to put an X on that spot. And then I indicate which team did that. And your team wasn't on your card, so you couldn't give your team points. And then at the end of a day, every day, you turned in your bingo card and you got a brand new one for the next day. So it was a one-day bingo card. And you would see within a day, did you get a bingo or not? But you turn in your card regardless, because even if you didn't get a bingo, there were 4 X's on that square. 4 people did something that their team would get points for. Does that make sense as the context behind it? All right. So that was what we did and we tried it out, explained the whole behavioral bingo concept to the Reunion body and said, does this make sense? Here you go. And let's see how it works out. The Reunion body embraced it so well. I was just first relieved that I took this risk and it was working. But I was just so overwhelmed and overjoyed because as director, then I got to see the bingo cards at the end of the day and all the X's that people had seen the enduring principles alive that day and the Reunion grounds. And I just want to give you a couple of key stats that really struck me. And this gives you a flavor of what Reunion 2 is like, is why I want to share this. This was really a good example of what Reunion 2 feels like. There are 9 enduring principles, right? Every day then, we were able to see, Team Joy got so many X's for enduring principles throughout the day that people observed their actions. What was their leading enduring principle on Tuesday? What was their leading? What was Team Joy's leading enduring principle? What did they exemplify the most on Wednesday? And so every day we would announce Team Joy's was worth of all persons, and Team Hope's was sacredness of creation. Every day we'd tell them, this is what you were yesterday. This is what you most exemplified yesterday. Here was one thing I loved. By the end of the week, all 9 enduring principles had led for a team at some point during the week, which was just that it wasn't a myopic enduring principle that was leading the way and people gravitated towards that. All enduring principles were represented throughout the week, and at times, all of them led at least one time for a team. When we look at the total team, total week, this is like 4.5 days. And these are 1 days to get a bingo. 50 bingos were reported during the course of the week. 50 bingos in the course of the week. And one card had a blackout. This person observed the enduring principles so alive that day that they put an X in every single square on their card, and we had a blackout one day on one card. And in the course of the entire week, those at the reunion grounds walking around observing the enduring principles alive on those grounds that week and then putting an X on there, we had 500 separate actions that were recognized as the enduring principles on the grounds that week. 500 X's on bingo cards by the end of the week. Yes.
And how many campers did you have?
We had 50 campers there that week. We had 4.5 days that we were playing behavioral bingo, and we got 500 X's on cards. Those are the ones that were reported. Those are the ones that were reported. So, and this is the gratitude side of the card. Think of the gratitude increasing by taking note of and being able to physically put an X, but also just think of the loving environment in which enduring principles are able to thrive like that. To see 500 X's by the end of the week blew me away. And like I said, I was just overwhelmed and overjoyed with what we were able to see. So I just wanted to share with you a different perspective on how the enduring principles are alive in our world, and how Reunion 2 was able to celebrate that in a very tangible way.